start.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another review, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Power Rangers Turbo by Threezero. Finally, I got this in my possession. This box is beautiful, and it comes with the 5 Rangers. It comes with all their accessories and comes with the Turbo Ram as well, just like you see on the photo. And then we're just going to quickly take a look at the box. So on the side we have a photo of the Rangers there with their weapons, and on the back has a beautiful photo as well with all the Rangers. Also on the right corner here you can see it comes with all their weapons as well, and the Turbo Ram, which you can transform into the cannon mode, which is pretty awesome. Now I tend to collect the boxes of all the Threezeros, especially when they come in the 5-pack, because it's pretty cool. And the coolest part is when you do open it, it's like it has a flap. It has a nice beautiful photo of the whole team there. So you have blue, pink, red, yellow, and green. Now I don't have the Rangers inside because I took them out already. If you are following me in my social media, I have been posting some reels on the figures and all that stuff. So all right, now I did get mine at Toku Collectibles, so I believe they still have the 5-pack, and they may have some of the individual ones. If you guys are interested, just take a quick look. I'll have the link in the description below. All right, so now enough of the box. Now let's get right into the accessories, and then we'll jump right into the figures as well. All right, so before we start, it does come with a card, and it basically shows you everything that comes in the box. So we have all the Rangers there and all their weapons and all the pieces for the Turbo Ram, which is pretty cool. All right, now for the boring part. It comes with loads of hands for each Ranger. So many. Now, like I always say, I don't want to bore you with those because they're, not too exciting compared to everything else. We do have, trigger hands, open hands, fist, thumbs up. Especially if you do get the 5-pack, you do get the thumbs up for all of them, which is pretty nice. If you do get them individual, then you don't get that thumbs up, unfortunately. So here we have, let's see, we're gonna start off here with the Turbo Windfire. Now this is pretty nice. It looks very premium. I like that you can do that, which is pretty satisfying. Just be careful, if you stretch it too much it could break. But that's Pink Rangers Turbo Windfire. Pretty cool. Not that much details, but it's nice and it's pretty solid, as you can see. Here we have, let's see, I don't remember the names of these weapons, but I do have the card there, which is pretty good. We have Turbo Star Chargers. Now this is the yellow Rangers weapons. Pretty cool. They're the same. Not that much details, but it's pretty cool, and it's pretty thick, solid. It's not heavy at all. And then we have, let's see, the Blue Rangers Turbo Hand Blasters. On that note, I was never a huge Turbo fan. I did like the movie, but the show was alright. I did watch it just because, it did have cool characters that did come from Mighty Morphin, so why not? So this is pretty cool. Not that much details, but it's glossy. It's not heavy at all. Pretty cool. Now again, we're gonna make the Turbo Ram. We're gonna put all the weapons together and make the Turbo Ram. And here we have, let me see if I can look at this name real quick. So here we have the Green Rangers Turbo Thunder Cannon. Now this one I do love. Look at the details on the buttons and the whatever mechanical thing there, which is pretty awesome. So it has it on both sides there, and then the barrel there where the blaster comes out, which is pretty cool. It does come with the handle there. You just got to take out here. And one of the pieces in the box, you can put the other handle here, so he holds it on both hands basically. So we take this piece here and we just turn it in there. Perfect. And there you have him holding it like this. Pretty straightforward. And last but not least, we have, let's see, so I won't forget. Now we do have the Turbo Rams connector thing here. What is this called? It doesn't say, but it's part of the Turbo Ram, the part on the top. And then here we have the Turbo Lightning Sword. Now this is the Red Rangers. Pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy, not that much details, so not bad. And let's see, and then they all come with their Turbo Blade. So there's 5 of these that we have. Now the details on this are pretty awesome. You can see the Turbo logo there in the center. Pretty nice. Again, we get 5 of these, so we don't need to see all of them because they're pretty much the same. And then we also get these connectors there for the pegs on the actual Rangers, which we don't really need to take out. And I believe that these little black pieces are for the Turbo Ram, so you can connect basically all the weapons together. So that's that. I'll put that back in because we'll leave the Turbo Ram for later. And then obviously we have the plates here for the Turbo Ram. Nothing too exciting there, it's just plain black metal. It's not metal, it's plastic, but yeah, that's straightforward there. And then we have a bunch of clips for it as well. And again, we're gonna go through it in the video, see how we connect everything. We do have the tires, which they're pretty cool. And the tires, they feel like real rubber. They have this soft material there, which is pretty nice. I'll put that back. And then a bunch of more clips to change them to the cannon mode. It's so much stuff, guys, so much stuff. Like all these pieces, I don't want to bore you with them, but I will show you them when I do put them together. I'm trying to see, okay, so that's pretty much it for the top accessories, and then we can just jump right into the Rangers. All right, so here we have all the Rangers. We're going to start off with the Blue Ranger. All right, so here we have their blasters. I think that's what you call them. But before I get into the figure, I'm just going to show you real quick. So they all have them on already. So this comes out. I like the mechanism because this is pretty cool. And then you open it like this. Gotta be careful. And it opens up. Not too much, just be careful. So you can see the inside there, which is pretty awesome. And then all these suits, I feel like they're different from the other Threezero figures because the suits are super shiny, as you can see there. Pretty cool, the logo. And then all the details in the helmets are awesome. I always liked the turbo helmet. It just looks pretty cool. And all the stitching is pretty nice, straightforward there. You go from the top to the bottom. The belt, not bad as well. Like all the lining is like, I think, perfect. All the black lines there, they're pretty much all over the suit. And then the zipper part always gets me because it looks so realistic. The zippers there on the boots, which are pretty nice. I did change their hands because I already had them with their weapons before. So now we're gonna just move on to the next Ranger. Let me see if I can put this. Here we have Cat, the Pink Ranger. Pretty awesome. Like that pink is nice and bright and glossy. I love that other helmets are glossy, which they should be, right? Some other companies are not doing them glossy for some reason, but here we have Cats. Pretty much the same outlines. Both girls do have skirts, which is pretty cool. Same with the boots. They all have, it's pretty much the same with all the Rangers. They all have their zippers on their boots, which is pretty cool. Attention to detail. The weapons the same, pretty much the same. And then we'll do articulations on one of the guys, and then we'll do one of the girls as well, because the rest of the guys are the same figure itself with the articulations and all that stuff. So I love this pink. Look at that. Beautiful shiny colors. And then here we have Tommy, Red Ranger. Awesome. Again, same line work on all of them. I haven't seen any issues with that at all. They all have their numbers on their side. Nice line work on the helmet on top. Pretty awesome. Straightforward. And then now with Nakia, there we go. Perfect. Nice yellow. The yellow does look just a tiny bit different from the suit. As you can see, it's like a brighter yellow, and this one is like a darker one. Turbo logo on the shoulder and their number 4 on top. Pretty cool. I can imagine how hard it was to make all the lines on the suits, on the helmets. Like, that's very intricate. Like, here we have Adam, the Green Ranger. Now this suit is pretty cool. They're all pretty nice, but for some reason this green is like just very extra vibrant, I think. But yeah, logos there, number 3. Beautiful. Now the fun part's posing them and doing all these crazy things, but all right. So now, as we just quickly took a look at them, I am gonna do articulations on Justin. So arms go out, and they all have like that ratchet noise. Just be careful. And we can bend like that, arms up on both. You can go outward, just be very careful. And you can see there custom dust stretch, so don't do it too much because it can potentially open up there. Legs do go up. It's double jointed on the knees. And legs do go out if you need to do a pose with a kick. And there's let me see, I think this is minor swivel on the bottom. Yeah, they're very similar to the other Threezeros, but for some reason this one just feels a little bit more different for some reason. So I'm thinking they're using another figure underneath or something, so I'm not too sure, but articulations are not bad at all. Head pretty straightforward, just like the rest of them. Up that much, down that much, and then we do have, let me see, bicep. We have a small little bend there, and I can like just feel it there by the stomach area. That's on a ball joint there. I can't do it left and right, and I don't want to force it, obviously, but that's the articulations for blue. And then we can do yellow, I believe is probably the same thing. Let's see, arms up. Just now the ratchet noise is not as loud. Let's be careful. Yeah. Oh boy. There we go, outward. And the suits on these Rangers, they're a little bit baggier, which is nice because you can, you know, pose them a little bit better. They're not super tight. You can see the bagginess there. Legs, double jointed there. You can't go that much up. Same here on the other leg. And both girls do come with the skirt. I did forget that the girls had skirts on there. So, but yeah, you can see how baggy it is, but it still looks good. It doesn't look bad at all. Head the same. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. Even though she look up that far up? Yep. And then down. There you go, all the way around. And I'm not gonna try the split. I normally do, but I'm not gonna risk that. All right, so that was my quick articulations. If you guys want to see more, just let me know. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward with all the Threezero figures, especially with the Rangers. All right, so here I did a quick pose, nothing too crazy, but this is how they look with their weapons on. And there's so many poses that you can do. I just did this like kind of basic one. So here they are. Damn, Adam with that weapon there looks pretty freaking awesome. I think he's my favorite from this set. But yeah, this is how they look with their weapons. Looks pretty awesome. Now with the space that I do have for this team in one of my cabinets, I won't be able to pose it like this. I don't have the long shelves. Now with them posed like this, I can't fit them in my shelves because the ones that I have, they're like square. So I am going to try to attempt to pose them exactly how they are on the box with the turbo ram, because it's not as wide as this pose here. So yeah, I would love to pose them like this. Maybe in the future, if I do upgrade my shelves, I'll definitely pose them like this, but this is like pretty freaking awesome. All right guys, so that was a quick pose of them, and then towards the end of the video I'll put in a photo and how it looks in on my shelf. All right, so now let's just jump right into the turbo ram. All right, so here we have all the pieces that we need to build the turbo ram. All right, so we're gonna start off with this piece here, and here we're gonna just use this other bracket there, and we're gonna put it in there. Pretty straightforward. Make sure it's all the way pushed in. Then we're gonna take this little piece there with the pegs, and we're gonna put it right in the center there. Bear with me, it's a small piece, so just want to make sure it's in completely. And then we're gonna take one of the wheels here, and it's this one, because these two are different, the ones with the circles on the front, and just got to make sure the holes here, there's two, align with these two pieces there. And we want to make sure they go in there correct, because if not, it won't stay in. There you go. So far so good. And then we're going to take this other bracket. It has the little two holes in the center for this piece that we just put. There we go. And that's sturdy there. And then now we're going to put the back wheels over here. It's pretty straightforward. Again, it has the two holes there and the two little pieces there as well. There you go. Pretty awesome. All right, so now I'm going to put this down, and we're going to need now the Turbo Thunder Cannon, which is this one here. Make sure the handles are off there, and you close the handle that's in the bottom. You do want to take this little white cap off that's there. So just be careful when you do. There you go. And then you want to take the Turbo Lightning Sword, which is not the longer one, but it comes with two of these. So you want the shorter one, and you're going to want to put that in there, and you want to push it up. Just be careful. You should hear a click. So that's there. Once that's done, for some reason mine doesn't want to stay really well. You should normally hear a click, but it's not clicking, but it's still on it. Then you're going to want this piece here, and then we're going to put that in here. So it's pretty much going to be like that. And then you're going to want to put that in the center here where the groove is there, the metal piece in the center there. And there you have that. And then now we're going to use the Turbo Star Charger. Now you may see that there's like a little hole right there and a little clip piece here. It doesn't go there. You can try it, but it doesn't fit and it doesn't go there. It goes exactly just in front of that div there. And then you're just going to push down and you're going to feel that it's secure there. and you're going to do the same on the other side. So we take this and we're going to do the same on this side. Perfect. There you have that. All right, looks like we're getting somewhere. And it looks like for the turbo windfire, there you go. Just want to make sure that stays there. So we're getting there. Just got one more. That looks pretty awesome. And then now for the turbo hand blasters, we got to take out this little cap that's on the top. It's like a little square. Just be careful there. That's one. And then the other one the same. And we're going to put some of these pegs inside. For the turbo hand blasters, you want to put, so we have two of these pegs. And they only fit one way, so basically you just have to make sure we put them on the right side. So once it goes in, it also has this little cutout on the top where it kind of shows you if it goes left or right, pretty much. So you do the same, use the same other piece with the other one. Perfect. And then they're gonna go attached on the side here. Let's see. Oh, my base is all. There's three little inserts here on the top. Once that's on, then you put the other side on. It's gonna be very gentle. I mean, that looks pretty cool. And there you have your turbo ram. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Look at this masterpiece. That's awesome. Now, should we do the cannon mode? Oh boy. That's pretty cool. This turbo ram looks freaking awesome. Like, look at this. That's pretty awesome. You can combine this with other weapons. Freaking awesome. So now let's do the cannon mode and see how that looks. But this looks freaking epic. You're gonna take this little bracket and you're gonna put it in the center. There's two little holes there, so you're gonna make sure it goes in. And then you want to take off the bracket from this one down here. Actually, just here. And then you want to put it just here, just like that. And then you want to use the front wheels to put just right here. Just like that. So now if you want to move the little bracket from the other base, this little piece there, they give you a turbo key to punch it out, which is freaking awesome. Look, it even has the turbo logo in the center there. That's pretty freaking dope. Just gotta take this piece out. We just have to press it just there where the peg is, and it just comes right out. See? That's pretty cool. Once that's off, you want to put the other bracket right in there. Make sure that's all the way in, and then you want to remove the wheels from here. And then you want to put the wheels just on the other side. Somewhere there. And then you want to put this bracket just there. There's two holes there. You gotta find a hole. There we go. Push that in. And then you're gonna just want to attach it to there. Pretty straightforward. It's a little bit confusing, but there we have the base. Now what I'm going to do is just remove all the parts, because we're going to change some of these pieces, because we're going to need this bracket up here. So now you want to put the bracket that we used in the beginning, just remove it and just put it in the center here, just like that. And then you want to remove this piece here from the can, and then you want to use this longer piece there, just like that, because you're gonna just put it in the center here. There's a little divot there, if we can find it. Maybe it's the other way around. There we go. Let's see if that works. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna face it this way now, and then you wanna put, let's go with the turbo star chargers, just there. The same on the other side, just gotta make sure the opening is facing up. And then we want to use, we remove the pieces that were here, which were these here. Remove them, and then we're going to use the other pieces that comes with, which is this one here. So this one doesn't fit, so it must be the other one. There you go. Perfect. And then just because we're going to have this facing this way, because they're gonna go inside of this opening there, just like that. Just be careful, hold it from the bottom, push that in. See, we're getting somewhere. It's taking ages, but we are getting somewhere. We're gonna take the other turbo hand blasters. Perfect. We're gonna do the same here. Push that in. Uh-oh, it's getting somewhere, starting to look like something. All right, so now let's not forget about the turbo lightning sword, the short one. We're gonna just put that up here. It's magnetized, as you can see, so it just basically goes on top just like that, which is pretty cool. And last but not least, the turbo wind fire. Uh-oh, here we go, guys, the moment of truth. So now we're gonna use the magnets and put it on top of the turbo hand blasters. Oh, maybe it's the other way around. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. Now this is how I'm going to try my best to post this on the shelf. Like, this is freaking, let's take a moment real quick. I know this video is probably long as hell, but look at this. Look at this. There's your cannon mode. The fact that you can do two different modes on this, like the turbo ram and the cannon mode, is freaking beautiful. Like, this looks amazing. I definitely prefer this version here. Like, I still can't get over this. Like, this came also in the pack. Like, I think it was the right move for them to do, but yeah, like, this is freaking incredible, man. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up finally for this video. If you guys are new, welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys have any questions or any particular videos you want me to do, especially on this set, put them down in the comments. Let me know. This is Ariel Diaz, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.